Hello, sweet friends and crafters. Welcome to Carol's Craft Cottage. For today's project share, I have these beautiful gifts that are using the Advent houses from Scrapdiva Designs. I'm going to share with you the dies that I've used for this project, and I will leave links below to all the dies that I used at Scrapdiva Designs. This is Erica's website if you care to go visit there at www.scrapdivadesigns.com. There's a lot of beautiful dies there for your crafting needs. This is all of Erica's social media contacts if you care to follow along with all her design team members. So I'll set that aside, and like I said, I will have links to all the dies in the description box below. Please use Carol 10 at checkout for 10% off your entire order. So the first one I'm going to start with is the Snowflake Bow Bundle. And this comes with 3 different size bows. And I used the small one in this set for my project. I have the Advent calendar number set right here. And I did use this font on here. You get 2 different fonts. And I used the one that was on the front. The next one is the mini leaves and bow add-on for the Advent houses. And I used every single piece in here except for the little dots for the center of the holly. This one is the Advent house, and this one is the small one. It's an Advent house gift box. So these make gift boxes. I have the Advent house medium gift box, and you see you get the bottom and the windows to decorate your windows. And this is the Advent house gift box large right here. And then last but not least is the rooftop border die, and I used this one in my project. So I'm going to pull this close for you. And you will see that my gift boxes are mounted on top of a box. And I did that for 2 purposes. I wanted to create a village, and I also needed a place to put the battery pack for the lights. So these are the same lights that I used in the Slimline House project. That I have a tutorial for, and you use that same process to put the lights in your house. And my boxes have, they still have all the pieces that you saw, and I created my boxes to open like this. So what I did was I just folded down this piece into the inside of the box. If you could see it right there, I just folded that down. Normally it's up like that, but I just folded it to the inside, and I use this one as part of the closure, so it goes down like that. Very simple. I love it. And this opens up, and you can still put a gift inside of there. As you can see, there's plenty of room. The lights are just wire, and they're up against the windows, and they will not interfere with putting a gift inside there. So this just closes down like this. And these clothespins were with my lights, so I used them on the top of the house because I thought it looked really cute. And there is the snowflake bow on the top, and there are the Advent calendar numbers. So I did 22, 23, 24, as you see there, and 25 for the box on the bottom. So I used a snowman from my stash. And this is the second. This is the medium. This is the large. And you see this opens the same way. And quite a good size to put a gift in. I'll show you the inside. Now I used a strand of lights that were 45. I would have liked 100, but I have several 45s. So I just configured it to fit my project. So I had to skip windows in this particular house, the medium house, with a set of 45. I just had to skip one window on each side. And there's a light in every window in the tall house and a light in every window in the small house. This is a small house. So I have some trees in my stash. These you can get at the Dollar Tree. What I do is I paint mine with some white paint and sprinkle glitter on them to make them look like that. And I just put some poinsettias in the center of the houses. And then I'll turn it around. You can see the mini leaves and bow add-on. This one I did a little bit different. On the top I put the full, those are the 3 leaves. So what I did, I'll get that die for you. You have large sprigs and then you have small sprigs. So what I do is use the large sprig in the center and the 2 smaller sprigs on each side, and I use the large bow on top. And then for the bottom windows, I use these swags right here with the small bow. Okay, that's how I did my windows. And then I have a die in my stash to do this greenery right here. So I put it around the bottom of the houses to fill in. All right. So I'll show you the pink one. And the pink one I made for myself. It's exactly the same. I just used white trees in the houses. I also used a pad of paper from Prima. It's from 2 years ago, I believe, for this particular project. I still have a little bit of hot glue runners. And this is the snowman. Okay. And this all opens up. For instance, you could put a pair of socks in this one. You could put small bath and body products in here and put some candy in this one, and then jewelry or whatever for the 25th in the larger box. This box is 9 by 5. And I'm going to explain to you how to create this. I could not do a tutorial. I was not in frame. It's very difficult to do a tutorial for this one, but I will explain to you what I did. It's basically the same thing as the slimline. The heart slimline house that we did in the box. It's similar to that. All right, so let me go ahead and I'll show you the inside of the box. And I made the box so that my battery pack, and I did not glue it down. I didn't feel I wanted to glue it down so that I could change out the batteries. I wanted to be able to get to the batteries, and the batteries you get to on one side, and the switch is on this side. Now this particular light set has a timer, and it'll stay on for like 10 to 12 hours and then shut off for 10 to 12 hours depending on where you put the switch. So I wanted to be able to get to that, and it won't interfere with like a jewelry or a scarf or whatever that you have in there. And then this can be used year after year. So what you're going to do is you're going to make the box top first, and I'm going to leave the measurements and the scoring for that in the description box below. So you want to make that box first and then cover it with designer paper, and then on this side right here you're going to need to poke a hole, and I'll show you how I did that. Let's open this up again. You're going to poke a hole right about there, and if you want to cover the inside of your box, you can do that, but I used 110-pound cardstock, so I did not cover the inside of my box. So poke your hole about 2.5 inches in, and in the center of the box. And that's where your lights are going to come out. So do that first. And then my light set was set of 45 lights. So I took the beginning of the lights and I threaded it through the hole and up through the box. So it's, when I say this is difficult to film, it is, because your box is going to be hanging on your lights. Then you're going to make your small house first. And all you're going to do is you're going to cut 2 pieces of this. And you're going to attach the 2 pieces on one end so that your house has the 8 windows all together and it's flat. You're going to go to the back of it and you're going to position your lights. 1 light in each of the windows. So you might want to do a light on this side, then a light on this side, then a light on this side, then a light on this side, and stagger it through the 8 windows. And I did not put lights on the top because as you see here, my swags would get in the way and I want the lights to show through. Okay, so once you get 8 lights in this house, then you can finish your house. You're going to glue the other end to this, and then you're going to have the strand of lights come through the bottom of here, and then you'll cut the bottom and you're going to attach it to the bottom. So then you have a house that is completely finished, and that is also hanging on your strand of lights. And then you're going to go to your large house and you'll cut 2 of these, attach it on one end only, and then you're going to leave a blank space. You'll have some wire between this house and this house, and do not leave any lights outside the house on this end. It will work, so you'll finish your lights in here. And for the large house, I did 1 light in every window. And you can see I do have lights in the top windows there. And I do have them in the bottom as well. So once you get all the lights in there, and I have 24 lights in here, then you're going to complete this house as well, and you're going to attach the bottom. Now for my 45 light set, in order to go to the medium house, I did have to leave 1 light not in the houses because of the way I wanted to position this like a village, and I wanted it to be turned in a little bit. I left 1 light out, and then I went to this house. And then you're going to put 1 light in 3 windows in each house. That's for a 45 light strand. And then when you get to the end, so you're going to have this on your light set completed, this on your light set completed, and then you're going to put the lights in here and then attach the bottom. And then once you do that, then you can position your houses on top of the box and hot glue them. Like I said, it's hard to show that on camera. I was not on camera. So I do have 1 light, and you can't see it between this house and this house. It's glued underneath, and I had to do that to position the houses this way. And then once you have your houses on top of your box, then you can decorate any way you want the top of the box. As you can see, I did mine with the white greenery that I glittered. And you put your trees in your poinsettia bows. And then if you want to do a little snowman scene in the front, you can. And you have a beautiful gift to give to someone. Of course, that one's mine. All right. If you have any questions on the construction of this project, I would be happy to answer it. But like I said, you're going to have 3 houses attached to the strand with the strand of lights coming up through the box top. And then you could just make the bottom of the box after you completed the top. I'll leave the instructions for that box below in case you want to make them. And like I said, I will answer any questions you have. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season as we are closing in on Christmas. I know it's supposed to be cold this week. It's supposed to be cold here in Georgia, down in the 20s for Christmas Day, which is unusual for us. Most times it's in the 70s, so we're going to have the full Christmas spirit this year. So until next time, everyone, I hope you enjoyed my project. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye-bye.